Italian Cornetti, a sweet start to your morning. Introduction. The story behind Cornetti. Cornetti, the Italian cousin of the French croissant, is a beloved breakfast pastry across Italy. Unlike its French counterpart, Cornetti are often sweeter, softer, and slightly more bready, with a delicate crumb that's perfect for soaking up a morning coffee or cappuccino. They can be found in almost every cafe in Italy, where locals enjoy them filled with jam, pastry cream, or Nutella, alongside their morning espresso. The history of Cornetti is intertwined with that of the croissant, both tracing back to the Austrian kipferl, which was brought to Paris and Italy by Austrian bakers in the 17th century. Over time, Italians put their own spin on this pastry, making it softer, less flaky, and perfect for a leisurely breakfast. Imagine starting your day in a bustling Italian piazza, with the smell of freshly baked Cornetti wafting through the air. You sit at a small table, sipping a cappuccino as you take a bite of this golden, sweet pastry. It's the perfect way to ease into the day, Italian style. Why Cornetti for breakfast? Cornetti are a fantastic breakfast option because they're light, slightly sweet, and perfect for pairing with coffee. Unlike heavier pastries, Cornetti have a tender, airy texture that doesn't leave you feeling overly full, making them an ideal morning treat. Plus, they're versatile. You can fill them with your favorite jams, custards, or even savory options like ham and cheese. Ingredients. For the dough, 3 cups 360 g all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup 65 g sugar, 2 teaspoons active dry yeast, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup 120 milliliters warm milk, about 110 degrees Fahrenheit per 43 degrees Celsius, 1/4 cup 60 milliliters warm water, 1 large egg room temperature, 1/4 cup 60 g unsalted butter softened, zest of 1 lemon, optional, for added flavor, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. For the filling, optional, jam, apricot, raspberry, or your favorite, Nutella or chocolate spread, sweetened ricotta cheese. For brushing, 1 egg beaten with 1 tablespoon of milk. For dusting, powdered sugar. Step-by-step instructions. 1. Activate the yeast. In a small bowl, combine the warm water, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and yeast. Stir gently and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes until frothy. This step ensures your yeast is active and ready to help the dough rise. 2. Mix the dough. In a large mixing bowl, combine the flour, remaining sugar, and salt. Make a well in the center and add the yeast mixture, warm milk, egg, softened butter, lemon zest if using, and vanilla extract. Mix until a soft dough forms. 3. Knead the dough. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and knead for about 8 to 10 minutes until the dough becomes smooth and elastic. The dough should be soft but not sticky. If it's too sticky, add a little more flour, but be careful not to add too much. 4. First rise. Place the dough in a lightly greased bowl, cover it with a clean kitchen towel or plastic wrap, and let it rise in a warm place for about 1 to 2 hours, or until it has doubled in size. 5. Shape the Cornetti. Once the dough has risen, punch it down to release the air. Divide the dough in half and roll each half into a large circle about 1/4 inch, 0.6 centimeters thick. Use a pizza cutter or a sharp knife to cut the dough into 8 triangular wedges, like you would a pizza. 6. Add the filling optional. If you're adding a filling, place a small teaspoon of jam, Nutella, or sweetened ricotta at the wide end of each triangle. Roll each triangle from the wide end toward the point to form a crescent shape, tucking the point underneath. 7. Second rise. Place the shaped Cornetti on a parchment-lined baking sheet, cover with a towel, and let them rise for another 30 to 45 minutes while you preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit 190 degrees Celsius. 8. Brush and bake. Brush the tops of the Cornetti with a beaten egg mixture to give them a golden brown finish. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes, or until the Cornetti are puffed and golden brown. Remove from the oven and let them cool on a wire rack. 9. Dust with powdered sugar. Once cooled, dust the Cornetti with powdered sugar for a sweet finishing touch. Serving suggestions. Cornetti are best enjoyed fresh from the oven, but they can also be enjoyed later in the day. Here are some serving ideas. Classic breakfast. Serve warm cornetti with a cup of cappuccino or espresso for a traditional Italian breakfast experience. Brunch delight. Pair cornetti with fresh fruit, yogurt, and a selection of Italian cheeses for a delightful brunch spread. Sweet snack. Enjoy cornetti with a glass of fresh orange juice or a hot chocolate for a comforting snack. Best beverage pairing. A classic Italian cappuccino or a rich espresso pairs perfectly with cornetti. The creamy coffee balances the sweetness of the pastry, creating a harmonious breakfast combination. For a non-coffee option, try a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice or a lightly sweetened herbal tea. Shortcuts and tips. Overnight dough. For fresh cornetti in the morning, prepare the dough the night before and let it rise slowly in the refrigerator. In the morning, shape, rise, and bake as directed. Freeze for later. Cornetti can be frozen after shaping. Place them on a baking sheet, freeze until solid, then transfer to a freezer bag. When ready to bake, let them thaw and rise before baking. Savory option. For a savory twist, fill the cornetti with ham and cheese instead of a sweet filling. Nutritional information per cornetto, based on 16 cornetti. Calories, 160 kilocalories. Carbohydrates, 25 g. Protein 4 g. Fat, 5 g. Fiber, 1 g. Sugar, 6 g. Sodium, 120 milligrams. Final thoughts. Italian cornetti are a delightful way to start the day, offering a taste of Italy's rich pastry tradition. Their soft, slightly sweet dough and endless filling possibilities make them a versatile and satisfying breakfast treat. Whether you enjoy them plain, filled with jam, or with a cup of coffee, cornetti are sure to bring a little bit of Italian sunshine to your morning.
Much for watching. To not miss any further recipe or cooking plan, hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you at the next yummy cooking idea.